begin. Yield, dog. Yield, slave. Bow to me. Yield, slave. Ruhig, Vettelkin.
So far, so good.
So far, so good. This is no place I ever wanted to find myself. I don't see how we can... No, we can do this. We have to do this. We have no choice. I'm glad you're here. We wouldn't have a chance otherwise. What's our next move? We'll follow your lead. What's the plan, ma'am? We'll follow your lead. Look out!
What's the matter? Getting tired?
Die, damn you! Not the best you can do. I'm just warming up. You pathetic worm! What's the matter? The best you can do? Tired?
You did it, Captain. You closed the Oblivion Gate. We didn't think we'd ever see you alive again.
Believe me, it was no picnic. But thanks to our friend here, I now know we can close these hell gates. It was an honor to serve with you, ma'am. Now that I've seen how it's done, I think my guardsmen and I can handle any new gates that open near Bruma. How goes it?
And my mic's been muted for I don't know how long. What a noob. Thanks, guys. Where's my horse? I left him right there. You suck. Okay. We'll do the thing. Again. I know what it's like to be lurking AFK. Well, you know, if someone comes into the channel and figures, this douche is, he doesn't even know his mic is off. Oh, Crock of Gold, hello. Let's see, 303? 303, good timing. Oh, good timing. I just unmuted my mic. I don't know how long it's been muted. I was saying, geez, it would have been nice if someone that came in the stream said, hey, your mic is muted. I'm watching my stream, but I can't listen to it. Hello, Raiders. Hello, Crack. Good to see you again. This has been my first stream in, oh my gosh, I don't know how long. A year? Probably less than that, but easily 6 months or so. Last couple of months, my computer was broke. My brand new rig. I spent all kinds of money on it. And it's a known issue. It did a... I've been good. Something's covering up part of your message. How have you been? Something, something, wish. Good. Oh, that's the wrong mouse. No, I've been good. I can't complain. I can't complain. Nothing serious. Probably the, worst thing, minor family illnesses. But my big thing, my computer broke. I got lucky. It didn't cost me too much. Luckily, in 2.5 years, the price of my motherboard is only 1/3. The CPU did what they called a overcurrent. Blistered the electric side. It dripped solder out of the front side. It cooked the motherboard. Ryzen made good. It gave me a new CPU. Even upgraded me. So, that was a big savings. It's an expensive rig, so yeah, that would have been a lot of money. My old lady hates it when I spend even a little bit of money. Let's see, I was watching you recently. You're still doing Medieval Dynasty, I think. Overheated net. Well, yeah. And it's a known issue to overcurrent. Now, let's say you're supposed to be getting 3.3 volts. I don't know what overcurrent means. 30 volts? It's a 1200 watt possibility, but it was enough to melt solder. So what's that, 480 degrees? I think that's, I don't know if that's Celsius or Fahrenheit, but mostly that chip is supposed to start throttling at 90 to 95 C. And because of this overcurrent issue, it superseded the throttling. Yeah, back after few, finished the game. There's another guy I watch play that game, and I've never seen it finish. And I try not to watch it and learn it too close, because I'm thinking of buying it and playing it. So this is my trick when I'm over encumbered. Don't drop those. Oh, wow, I'm still over encumbered. I gotta be careful not to drop the wrong thing. If you drop a small ring, you're never gonna find it in the grass or the snow. Okay, so that brings me down to a good weight. I just dropped a bunch of big stuff. Let's see, Sir J. Walker is one of the other guys I watch who plays that game a lot. And he's been playing that new one that's similar. Oshkosh? I'm not pronouncing that right. But he plays 3-day seasons with fast build. And it's his main game. He plays it and plays it and plays it. He knows that game. So it's a different play style. I want to fast travel. I need the map. Show me the map. So what I do is I fast travel right back to where I am. I left my horse here, but he disappeared. He's been doing a lot of that. So usually they stay put unless they get attacked by something. But there's nothing here. Oh, he's going to be in the stable. He's going to be in the stable, right? Where's the stable? There's the stable. The cool hack in this game, I don't know if it's a hack, an exploit, a trick. You can fast travel. There he is. Where's the gate? Is that a gate? Microsoft might have him. Well, anybody running Windows 10? Speaking of Microsoft. Come on, you can do it. Stop that. Here, line it up. Line it up. He's mad at me. That's why he keeps disappearing. So the cool thing in this game, I don't know if it's a hack or an exploit, but you can get on your horse over encumbered, and you can fast travel. Right, the horse. It's a feature. Now, in Kingdom Come Deliverance 1, if you're just a tiny little bit over encumbered, you can get on your horse. There's a little icon there. And once the icon is half shaded, you can't even get on your horse anymore. So this is much more forgiving. I've got like 2,000 pounds of very expensive gear here. Yeah, see, he's standing there. No problem. No problem. And check out this gear. Look at the prices. Let's see. This stuff I've had on me. 1,300, 1,300, 13, 48, 48. Check out these weapons. 38, 32, 4, 5. There's 7 of these worth 5,000. Of course, this is late game. I don't need, let's see, what level am I? It's the first time I played this game in, like I said, 6 to 9 months. It's the last game I streamed. So I'm looking for what level I am. There we are, level 27, almost 28, but I've got 500,000 coin. So, you know, late game. But I haven't finished the final quest yet. In case somebody doesn't know, this is Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion Remastered. And I love it. I think this was my favorite game because I think it was the first, you know, it's like your first love, you know. Anyone after that's not the same, you know, it's your favorite. My mind like fixated on this game. And when they remastered it, I bought it that day and started streaming it that day. Yeah, so Win 10. My other computer, right now I'm watching my stream on it. And I use, got a 2PC stream. That's on Win 10. And you guys, probably none of you guys are on Win 10 anymore. Maybe some of you. I'd be surprised some of you must still be. Not everybody's got brand new rigs. Let's get rid of the weight, the heavy weight. I'll worry about selling this stuff later. See, the prices of armor has not changed. At least Microsoft has not added 50% to that too, since they are on a roll. Oh man. You know, at first I was tempted to say that, damn Microsoft, if they get away with this, because basically they're turning, I don't know, thousands upon thousands of computers into scrap. At least they're probably hoping to. I'm not going to care. I'm not going to go online with that second computer. My main computer has Win 11. I'll be good. My wife's computer is running Windows 7. Windows 7. No issues. If there's any issues, they're undetectable. If there's a virus in there, it's not apparent. If it's slowed down some, it's not apparent. So, is it really a big deal that you're not getting updates for security? Probably not, but maybe. Now, one of these bows I'm using, why doesn't it? Okay, because I dropped it and didn't pick it up. So we just have to remember to keep it. And I did everything I could to get that second computer, my old computer, Win 10 compatible. Downloaded that program that looks at it and tells you what's not compatible, and I found out it's that TMP stuff, that security stuff. And I was looking up ways of solving that. And then I found out that my CPU is not on their trusted list. It's not a compatible CPU. I'm like, oh, well, really? To get a compatible CPU and put it in a 10-year-old motherboard that still I'm having trouble with the TMP because I don't have a socket for that, and everyone's telling me all these ways that, ooh, a Dremel heavy bow, it does this. Why would I want this? It's just heavy. It does less damage. Oh, that's Dremora, not Daedric. That's junk. But it's heavy. And it's in the sell pile. This is the sell pile. We'll put these somewhere else. Let's go back in there and look. Something tells me, annealed cuirass. Don't I have one of those? Yeah, I'm wearing one. Okay, so we can sell one. This is the really expensive stuff. This doesn't need to go there. It doesn't go there. So what? So what? Good enough. Where they now find sending update. Oh, purposely slowed down. Really? You know, it's different in Europe. I think in Europe, you guys have much stronger consumer protection laws. This is what I heard a couple days ago. In America, we have some kind of trade commission. I forget the first word. Something trade commission that take these things seriously. In one of the most minor examples, but they treated it like a big deal. It's a class action lawsuit. Have you heard of Corsair is being sued because, like, you probably know that a lot of your RAM has 2 speeds. They might have it advertised to say it's a 5 gen. It's advertised right on the container as 6,000. But they don't tell you have to overclock it through a couple of the various means. Otherwise, it's a 48. You're really buying a 48 speed stick that you have the potential to maybe overclock it up to 6,000. But because nowhere on the package does it say up to, there's a class action lawsuit. They've lost something like, I don't know, $55 million or something like that. They're negotiating it right now. So anyone that has Corsair RAM, you've got until October 25th to go on the site and put in a claim. Good luck. I've been trying for weeks to get there, and this page is not, whatever those warnings are. They tell you this page is not available or whatever. But if you go on and do a browser search and ask about that, they'll give you the link, and good luck getting in. But my point is, there's a vast, I don't know, a majority, so much hardware is kind of mislabeled like that. They don't tell you up to, your CPUs. They don't say up to 4.5 gig or 4 gig. You got to overclock to get those numbers, and they don't say so. They're opening up a can of worms. Why am I going there? Okay, I'm leaving here because I'm going somewhere else. And so I'm looking at Microsoft thinking something like, back the way I started, I was tempted to really blast them for doing it. But, how old is Windows 10? Close to 10 years? And how old was each of their other operating systems before they stopped supporting them? So is what they're doing right now much different than what they've been doing and getting away with it? Considered here as false advertising. There's something covering those chats. I can never read the last couple words. What's going on here? Okay, there we go. Yeah, false. It's false advertising, plain and simple. And all they got to do is put "up to" on the box. Nobody does. It's not just Corsair, and it's not just RAM. It's kind of nuts. And this was done in California, in America. So California is the most liberal area, courts, for doing these things. Although, I don't know, I think Corsair is headquartered in California anyway. I gotta see how much crap do I got on me. Do I need to really download a bunch of stuff, or can we have some fun? I got 841 pounds. I gotta download some crap. More than what I just did. That's why I was going up here. This is my favorite house. I wish you could build. You can decorate. You know, you go to one of the local traders and you buy furnishings for your kitchen. You come back and all the cobwebs are swept up, all the crashed boxes and stuff are gone, and you've got some furniture. That's your building in this game. But you get to buy a house in each of the 5 major towns or cities, whatever. See, I put armor in here. Oh, I was supposed to download this stuff. How did I miss that? Oh, because I was doing weapons, not armor. And I'm trying to recall stories that I'm trying to tell, so multitasking. Yeah. Yeah, I don't have much of that. Let's see, do I have... I've got a few of these. Okay. Make sure I don't get rid of my good stuff. Oh, I picked up a sigil stone. Those go here. I don't think a sigil stone weighs that much, does it? For those of you that know this game, Sig, S-Y-T-U-E-W, oh, transcendent. Okay, be that way. I just closed the Oblivion Gate at Bruma with that guard Bird and 5 of his companions. And I almost broke the game. I said, I'm not ready yet. And he said, I'll wait for you here. So I ran through the gate and I killed everything in sight. If a food store here shows a price here for an item and they charge you more at the checkout. Oh, 15, wow. For each item, youch. Even it was an honest mistake. A friend of mine was working in a grocery and he told me here in America, they're supposed to, there's laws, They're supposed to put a price tag on everything. That means every single apple. Of course, this was 20 years ago, 30 years ago. Maybe they've changed it. And the other thing was, let's say it's a $50 item and they make a mistake and they drop a zero and they put a $5 stamp on it. They have to sell it to you for $5. But these people cheat like crazy. We have these things called dollar stores in America. It's probably common all over the world. Where you used to be able to go in there and everything was under $1. Now it's like $1, $2, but they're very, very cheap stores. They got caught playing all kinds of shenanigans. It was on like one of our expose channels, 60 Minutes, or a show like that. They keep doing it. The one in our neighborhood does it. Well, one of the things they like to do is they put for sale signs near items that are in the sale is out of date. The sale ended several days ago, but they don't take the sign down. And people just grab. They think they're getting a deal. And I gave him some hell one day. I said, hey, those signs up there are out of date. Yeah, I haven't had time to take them down. No, your criminal boss told you not to take them down. I happen to know the guy that works there, and he is a scumbag. Holy crap. I'm not going to say any more than that because I don't want to get it for, libel or slander, even if it's true. Here we have Eurosaver. Bric-a-brac. And the other thing they sell in these places is out-of-date food. Candy bars, potato chips. I didn't know that when I was young. I bought a Snickers bar in there and I tried to take a bite out of it. You could have used that thing for a hammer. That thing was rock hard. And then someone told me, yeah, you can't buy food in there. So, you get older, you get wiser. They take all the stones out of here. It's not like they're that heavy. I did take all the stones out. I don't know if I picked up much clothes. I don't think I did. Not where I gotta go get rid of that stuff. That's a lot of weight right there. I think that might have been. Don't you knock anything off a shelf. I spent so much time putting these weapons here and getting them to stay and those things up there, and he'll knock over my boots or you behave. Maybe I better just stand right here and wait for him to disappear. Yeah, he's almost disappeared. I'm trying to skill up in conjuration. Like I said, end game. So here's my stats. They're, a couple of these things I need to build up yet. But look at these. Ooh, luck. How did that become so permanent? I guess I have to go cure disease or I gotta go pray to church. So all my afflictions will be banished? I forget the word. I'm over encumbered again. That's okay. I don't like moving too fast in the house anyway. You knock stuff off the shelves when you bump around. You push the left toggle forwards to walk, but if you push it a little too far, it starts running. And that's when you start bouncing off of walls. And okay, this is a mixture of weapons. So let's fix that. Let's take the weapons out. And the armor goes in here. Like it really matters, right? Armor. It's probably way too boring to do on stream, but I need to sell all this stuff. But I had to get a stream in. I had to get a stream in. I stopped into my Discord, and a lot of the guys that are, what would you call them, VIPs, you know, guys that hang out here a lot, talk to me for hours, you know. Every once in a while I'll check into Discord and I'll go, what happened to Tom? Is he dead? His wife is keeping him busy. No, he's busy. Yeah, he's working on stuff. We'll see him in the winter. Winter's when I often stream a lot and long streams. But I stopped in there to tell him my shit's broke. It's gonna take me a while. Then I stopped in a few days later. I fixed my shit. I promise I'll get a stream in really soon. And so that's what this is. I promised I'd get a stream in. I got rid of, where are my air? There they are. I'm trying to be careful not to get rid of something I need. So I used 23 arrows. I must have picked up a few in that last fight, clearing that gate. So now what's my weight? 163. Not bad. Not bad. I don't see a lot here to get rid of. I don't see anything there to get rid of. Okay, a lot of potions. They're half a pound apiece. Getting close to 9 a.m. Hibernate. Hey, Croc. Good to see you. Thanks for the raid. I've been stopping in, and usually when I stop in with you, it's I'm listening. I'm AFK, lurking. Thanks again, Croc. Stay healthy. Good luck. Haha. So, yeah, I'm morbid. And yeah, Mythic Dawn. Those are my victims. Let's see. Yeah, let's download those potions. I don't know. I'm such a loot goblin. Thanks Fallout 4, right? That's where we learn it. Well, if not there, somewhere else. That's where I learned it. Oh, that's brandy, but that's also a potion. Ooh. Okay. I picked up a couple nuggets. Or a flawed something or other. Here we go. Brandy goes in here. Huh? I guess it's not going in there. I guess I had a previous thought to treat it like a potion. Well, it's colored like a potion. Just like a lot of food is actually... Yeah, Cyrodiil brandy. There's already 3 of them in there, so why break tradition? Like spell components. A lot of times food is a spell component. So it's like, well, do you put that in with the components, or do you put it in with food? Do you have a separate place that's food is components? It's like, come on, get over it. I know I'm nuts, but I try not to be too nuts. 25 Daedra cart. There were so many of those. I don't know what it's spelled with an X. I don't even know how to pronounce that word. That's where I got all those Daedra cart. They were everywhere. Wow. No food. But I did see a little bit of this. What's my weight at? 93? I can do better than that. I think I can get down to 80. Well, I've got some scrolls, but come on. That's not worth chasing. That's not worth chasing. 10 torches, 0 weight. I'm calling it good. I'm calling it good. But let's do that. Yeah, let's yeah. Let's repair my shit. So I'm so skilled that I can get my stuff up to 125 instead of 100%. And I only need one hammer, it never breaks. Late game. Yeah, late game is fun, but it's also fun starting from scratch. 58 minutes? Let's see. Let's see, how did I do this? Inventory. And then I can get, yeah, okay.